Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching us from. Thank y'all for joining the live stream today. I really appreciate it. You know, we always have a subject, but this is your live stream, and we're going to talk about whatever you want to talk about. I don't know how long I'm going to go today because I don't know how good this internet's going to be. I'm down here in Zamboanga City. I changed hotels to be closer to my son. He actually lived just right down the street. But the subject today is they all want money. Of course, you know, before we get started, I always like to give a shout out to the NTZ crew. Thank y'all, Jacob Tanjay and Michael Beecher Life. I see y'all on here. Michael Beecher Life, I'm glad you were able to make it back home. Hope you enjoyed your three-month stay here in the Philippines. I want to welcome all my viewers who are going to watch this on replay, and also any new viewers and subscribers. Welcome to the live stream. The peso is 58.33 right now, which is, you know, just unbelievable. But on the other hand, inflation is at 7.7. It's the highest, 7.7%, the highest in the country in 14 years. Food inflation alone was 9.8%, more than double the year to date from last year was 4.4%. And they look for it to increase over the last 2 months. They look for the peso to continue to depreciate against the dollar. So probably by the end of this year, I'm looking for the dollar to hit 60. They were talking about that and what they can do to stop it. Hey, Rosemary, she said, good morning, Sir Calvin. There's Robert Dame. He says, I'm pretending to be Prince Charming, and I know that they like frogs. Strange land of frogs lovers. I wonder why. There's R68 DVD. Let's see. Well, I can't do it. I was going to make you and I eventually will, man, make you a moderator. I can't do it on StreamYard. Hey, Ray Lewis, he said, just ran home from the store, made it. Woo! Austin, Texas. Keita Chai says, my Bunta, good morning to all Calvin and the Sunshine Shoulders crew. As y'all can see in the back of me, Gabe just woke up over here. Look at him. I'm glad he's sleeping good. I'm going to stay down here probably an extra week just to make sure he's okay. We'll go to the Paseo Del Mar today. He says it's Zamboanga safe. Yeah, it's safe for me. You know, JV, and I'm not trying to be a smart ass, but see, I don't know people. I don't know what you're into and the people you're going to deal with, the places you're going to go. But yeah, it's safe here. It's had its moments, but since 2013 there hasn't been any problems, and the city is full of police and military. I feel safe here. I've always felt safe here. But let's get to the subject today, because it seems like I ruffled a lot of feathers with that last video, guys. Listen, I'm going to give you the 360. I can't give you the all good news and make it to be a fairy tale. And then when you get over here, you're going to say, hey, the guy lied. I got to give it to you from every angle as I see it. Remember, I'm talking about my own life and my own experiences. I know some of you guys think I'm preaching and all that. No, I'm not. Every video, 99% of the videos I do, 99.9%, they come from my life experiences over here. I'm trying to help you, but some of y'all don't want help. Hey, John Gomez, thanks for that super chat. He said, have a lunch with your son on me. Yeah, we're going to eat out again. I've been eating out a lot since I've been with him, which is uncharacteristic for me, John. But I don't have a choice. This hotel that I've got, that I'm in, doesn't have, you know, a kitchen or anything. Hey, Daryl Warren, good morning. Hey, thanks, brother. He stopped by my house in St. Carlos City the other day. I wasn't there, man. And thanks for the help, man. We used it on the spin wheel, as you saw Friday. So I appreciate it, man. I think you're in Dumagetti now. You know they're having a meet and greet somewhere in Dumagetti today. I'm gonna have to check that out and let you know since you're there. What's up, Will? But a lot of people got angry, and it's our ego. It's all it is. Who gives a damn if it's a game? I'm playing the game, and I love it. That's all it is. You know, once you get it into your mind, man, that a lot of this stuff is not real over here. I mean, you can fool yourself if you want to. I mean, it's up to you. I can't tell you what to think and what to believe. I'm just trying to share with you what I'm seeing on the ground. If you think it's not abnormal for a 60-year-old man to be with a 21-year-old woman, man, I know they're both adults, but it's still weird as hell. It's still abnormal. So if you think that your relationship over here is normal, it's never been normal. But what's normal? Hey, Will Sutton, he said, back in 1989, Kumo D said they want money. Does anyone remember that classic? I remember the Wild Wild West. That's about the only one I remember about him. Timothy Bright says that Calvin, hello to both you and your son. There are two languages Filipinos speak. Which one should I try to learn on Filipino one-on-one on YouTube? It depends on where you're going. If you're in Luzon, if you're going to stay up in Luzon, I would say Tagalog. But if you're going to be in Visayas and Mindanao, I would say Visayas. Hey, King's Vision says, we love you, Cal. Keep spreading love, man. That's all we're trying to do. It's called a community for so we can help each other. I'm not going to sit over here and not share my knowledge with you. Other people have knowledge on their channels too. I'm just sharing you my boots on the ground experience. I just call it the nitty gritty because I don't sugarcoat it. You know, some women, you know, they all want money over here. Some of them say it out loud. Some of them keep quiet. Yeah, man, I tell you what, there's one thing about St. Carlos. I mean, Zamboanga, they've got great barbers. Willie Thompson said, what's up, Cal? I said, your son rocking a fresh cut. Yeah, I mean, they gave him a fade like he was at home, man. You know, see, my son, you know, he was born here in Zamboanga, but he lived in America. He's going back. But yeah, I showed the guy the picture of what I wanted, man. He did better than what I could have ever imagined. What's up, Champ? He said, good morning, Calvin and Fandy Candy. Well, why didn't you make any more videos, Gabe? I don't upload anymore. Yeah, there's that super chat from John Gomez. Thanks. Well, I'm gonna do a video on his channel today. I'm gonna let him interview me. Ray Lewis says, are they raising interest rates to slow inflation? Well, that's one of the things that they said in the article, Ray. But remember, man, I don't try to get into all of that because, you know, it's none of my business over here. But I did want to say that inflation is up, and I always want to say about the peso to the dollar. Rag John Rock said, hey, Calvin, does your son speak Chavacano? He doesn't. His mother does, her family does. He said it's a hard language to learn. Raymond King said, God bless you and your son and the rest of your family, my brother Calvin, from your loyal friend Ray King from California. Thanks, Ray. Derek Gray said, living here is not always easy. But let me say this, guys, because we're always, you know, putting it on the Filipino. Like, yeah, they all want money and what she wants. But here's a quote. I'm a quote from one of my subscribers. This is in the comment section under my last video of shut the fuck up and play the game. You've already been played. Here's what he said. He said, when Huey P. Long asked his hot girlfriend, would you love me if I wasn't the governor of Louisiana? She replied, would you love me if I didn't have big tits, blonde hair, and a small waist? And see, There you have it, guys, in a nutshell. You're coming over here for something too. Would you come over here if she wasn't everything you thought her to be? Or she didn't have the qualities and characteristics that you're looking for. But we always want to put it on the Filipinos. But yeah, I came up with this subject because, man, believe it or not, I just got another message. The guys always start out, yeah, I think I found the girl of my dreams. She never asked me for money. Damn it, she's not going to ask you for money. Some of them do, but most of them don't. It's called an unspoken agreement. She doesn't have to say nothing like that. Because when you get over here, she's not going to have any money. You're going to spend all the money, guys. He says, what do you think about Kyrie? They want to silence the strong black man in America. I can't wait till I'm out of here. Yeah, America's, I don't know, man. You know, why don't they, you know, I saw where they said, well, why don't they get on Jeff Bezos? Hell, he's marketing and profiting off the damn book, but they don't say anything to him. You know why, right? Because he has the two things you need to counsel the counselors. He's got money and he's got power. The same thing the same people who are counseling everybody over there, Kanye West, Ye, and Kyrie, and anybody that says anything that they deem to be anti-Semitic, Henry Ford, they tried to counsel Henry Ford. Henry Ford said and did a whole lot worse than anybody in modern day America when it comes to being anti-Semitic. But he had those two things that counsel the counselors. He had money and had power. So they wasn't able to deal with him. But yeah, man, you know, I'm against hate. I'm like the guy the Jewish guy from Russia who interviewed Kanye West. He said, you know, instead of you calling out all Jews, why don't you start calling these people by name as individuals? Because I'm the same way about black people. All black people don't sell drugs. All black people are rappers. All black people on welfare. See, I'm with him with that. Kanye needs to start calling people out by name, the individuals. But they're not going to do it. Hey, Jeffrey Chatter, thanks for that super chat. He said, shout out to your son. Ice cream on me. Yeah, he said, that's right. Kanye keeps stating, I didn't make the documentary. I just shared it on my Twitter page. Yeah, I mean, but see, what pisses me off, guys, is this. Where's the black leadership over there? When are they going to stand up and say, hey, get off the man's back or whatever it is, you know? When are they going to stand up and say, you know, it's not hate speech. The guy just retweeted something. But, you know, that's why I left America. I don't like to get into all of that. Hey, Stephen, he said, they're going to take you to the cleaners. It's screwed up nowadays. Well, remember, as long as you make it up in your mind that it's going to cost you over here, just set a limit, man, and then go on about your business. Don't make a big deal out of it, man. So it's still going to be a fraction of what it cost you over there. But, you know, we want to be in denial. We want to act like the women want us for us. And, you know, it's usually the young guys. They think they can come over here and, I'm going to get it for free. No. If you're 18 to 80, blind, crippled, or crazy, you're going to have to pay over here. What's Kanye's name again? It's Ye. He says, imagination is power beyond you can imagine. 58 and 21, yeah, LOL. Yeah, no, but okay. Jessa, no, is it Jessa? Yeah. And her husband, John, he was 59 when they met, and she was 21. Now he's 73 and she's 35. Some of us find love, man, but it's like a needle in 10,000 haystacks, man. It seems to be like he found love. But a lot of it, man, we're pretending, man. And, you know, that's why I left America. I don't like to get into all of that. Hey, Stephen, he said, the magination is power beyond you can imagine. 58 and 21, yeah, LOL. Yeah, no, but okay. as long as, you know, you keep pretending and you play along with the game, you're going to be all right. But the minute you start pretending and you start believing that, you know, this is real and that this is normal and, you know, ain't nothing wrong with that, then that's when the problems uh, kick in. But, you know, of course, I was attacked and they said, oh, well, look at you. You made every mistake. You broke every rule. Why do you think I'm sharing this stuff with you guys? If I can stop one person from making the mistakes I made, I've done my job. But y'all too busy critiquing me instead of listening to the information. If anybody watching me now and over here in the Philippines can tell me that I'm lying, then tell me where I'm lying. But you can't, because I'm gonna give it to you straight. I want you to know that when you come over here, she's gonna pretend to love you. There's no way this woman's gonna love you, man, online like that. But all you have to do is pretend like you believe it, and you're not gonna have a problem. When you meet her at the airport or wherever you meet her, even if you meet her in the mall or whatever, they're gonna pretend like they've been knowing you their whole life. Just go along with it. Okay? That's all you have to do. Calvin, Tita Cha said, Calvin, the beauty of the Philippines is if she doesn't work out, don't cry, don't simp. There are over 2,000 islands you can move your money to. Absolutely. Absolutely. But, you know, the bottom line is, I don't care if you're in Brazil, Colombia, Dominican Republic, a lot of the places we go to, Thailand, they all want money. Abova said, no money, no honey. And see, I strike back at that and I say, no honey, no money. Show me the draws first. Then, you know, then we can start negotiating. Hey, Thomas, Philippines Life. So how's it going, Calvin? I've been back stateside for 2 weeks now, and I'm ready to go back. I know, man. I know that you have you detoxed yet? Because they're gonna love you like I love Curly. I love Curly, man. I'd do anything for Curly, but he ain't coming to my house. He's gonna keep his dusty ass outside. And y'all understand it's so many, it's 360 degrees. So that's 360 degrees of love. Yeah, she might love you, but how does she love you? Like I love chocolate cake? Huh? Well, you know, like I said, there's 360 degrees of love, Gina. I love my sisters and brothers, but I'm not gonna marry them. I love my children. I'm not my daughters. I'm not gonna marry any of them. There's so many degrees of love, okay? But matrimonial love and romantic love is what we're talking about. Hey, Tall Barber, he said, good morning, Calvin. That last video was a home run. Much appreciated. Thanks, man. I'm glad you could appreciate it. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing, what I'm living, what I'm experiencing over here. People push back on that. It's just our egos, you know. That's all it is. And people get mad, you know, because they misinterpret what I'm saying. I'm not putting anybody down. I'm just telling you how it is. If you come over here and you don't got a damn dime and over here and you ain't got a damn dime over in your country, you don't have anything coming. What do you think? She's going to take care of you because you're nice looking? It's not going to happen. But you can fool yourself if you want to. Hold on, guys. Let me get some water real quick. I mean, you can fool yourself if you want to. I'm just here trying to just, you know, share my knowledge. That's all. In hopes it might help somebody over here not to believe that delusion. And my buddy Cornelius Mack, he said, listen, when I see my 75-year-old butt digging in something. He said, man, you don't realize how much of unbelievable pleasure that is. He's 75. And he says, I've got 7, 8s, and 9s over here that I'm digging into. He said, who cares about a game? And see, people like him, they get it. I don't care what you call it. Just let me continue to enjoy my life over here. It doesn't have to be love, but it doesn't have to be love. I'm not fooled about that. And I'm also not fooled about the money situation. You know, State of Mind said the only woman that can truly love you unconditionally is your mama, Mike Tyson, and your children. You know, my daughters love me unconditionally, but it's all kinds of different love. Excuse me, sorry. Hey, Mo, he says, I'm glad to see your sons with you, Brother Calvin. Yeah, we've been having some fun, man, kind of bonding these last couple of days. We're going to continue to ride today, man. I'm just so happy to be here. This is one of those times, Mo, and I wish I could split myself down the middle, let one person stay here and then one person go back to St. Carlos, because he really needs me here. This young man is lonely here, man. I got here. He knows the damn German national anthem. I'm like, yeah, you got too much time on your hands. He's not, he don't have anybody to talk to. They won't let him come outside. Imagine a 10-year-old knows the damn German national anthem. Crazy. Hey, Link 1111, he said, great topic here, Cal. Yeah, this is a topic we could talk about every day. Okay. Because it's going to help some people. It's going to get some people out of that delusion. There's 360 degrees of love. Yes, she can love you, but more than likely, man, look, at some point, she's going to look over and see your wrinkled ass face, your wrinkled ass nuts, and come to the reality that, yeah, he's a means to an end. Okay, stop. And that's just how it is, guys. Don't take it personal. Don't take my videos personal. They're coming from my personal experience. Just take what you want out of it, leave the rest. Take what you can use and keep going. Hey, Java Joe, thanks for that super chaser. Thank you, Cal, for all the good you're doing over there. He said you represent the inherent goodness possible in all of us. Yeah, I appreciate that, Java Joe. I'm going to be honest with you. Somebody helped me in my time of need. And I was told to just do it for somebody else. And that's what I'm doing. I can't help everybody. We can't help everybody, but I can be the bridge. It was a young lady yesterday, her baby. I'm not a charity, man. I try to tell people that because I get all kind of requests on, my Facebook Messenger. But this young lady, she was right here in Zamboanga. A baby was sick in the hospital and just said, hey, is there anything you could help me with? I gave her 1,000 pesos. I can't pay the hospital bill, but I can maybe help her get some pampers and some milk. Hey, city boy all out. He said, do you think it's safer play if I bought a condo unit instead of trying to buy a house and land and put it in the Philippines name? Well, I think you answered your own question. I'm not a lawyer or anything like that. But yeah, if you don't want that sugar contract, just get the condo. That's a great investment over here. That's a fact. Cedric Giles says, Sunshine Shoulder speaks the truth. Keeping it real is such an overused phase, but in your case, that phase is not appropriate. Well, thank you, Cedric. Well, that's the only way I know how to be. I was raised by a mother who didn't sugarcoat anything, and she wanted us to be idealists, to see the world as it really was. It's enough fantasy out here to go around. Joe Knight said, it's kind of depressing thinking that the girl I've been talking to the last 4 months is pretending she loved me. It's hard not to have feelings for her. She seems so sweet and sincere. Yeah, but do you know her, Joe? I mean, it's not depressing if I'm telling you that she's pretending. How could she love you? And then again, she may love you like she loves her goldfish or something. It's 360 degrees of love. I'm not saying she don't love you, but romantic love and she's never met you before. I mean, how could that possibly be? And what kind of feelings are you having for her? Remember, we mistake love for a lot of other things, man. Gil Bellamy said, not wrinkled nuts. Yeah, Philippines aren't stupid, man. Believe it or not. And Mo says, I didn't ask for a 21-year-old, but that's what I got. She's so mature, though. Yeah. And remember, guys, I'm just sharing with you my boots on the ground experience. It doesn't mean you're going to find love, but I'm going to tell you, it's like finding a needle in 10,000 haystacks if you do. But at this stage in your life, what difference does it make if you got a beautiful woman, a companion, Remember, why are you with her? She's with you for a reason. Now, why are you with her? You got to be honest to yourself. But we don't want to be honest, so we put all the attention and we put the onus on the Filipino. Oh, they all want money, and she wants this, she wants that. But what do you want? You're not gonna come over here all the way 8,000 miles away. You've got some wants and some needs yourself. Remember the video I made? Love over here is nothing but lust dressed in a 3-piece suit. That's all it is. You guys can dress it up all you want. You're over here for a reason. But don't delude yourself. You don't love that woman, Joe Knight. Yeah, you got feelings for her because you want to knock her damn socks off. You want to stretch her damn uterus. Don't don't sugarcoat it. Hey, GJ Lord Bucks, as foreigner, you can get a condo in your name, but you can't get any land in your name in the Philippines. Yeah, he said, is it a safer bet to get the condo or to buy the house and lot and put it in the Filipinos' name? The sugar contract. Charles Baynard said, Calvin, take it easy on these guys. I came to the Philippines when I was 19 years old, my first duty station in 1979. I'm not picking on anybody, Charles. See, don't misinterpret what I'm saying. I was just telling you that video was my experience. Hey, thanks, Michael Beats Your Life. He said, for the super chat, he says, you're only as old as the woman you feel. He said, love the channel, keep it up. Well, you were here. I believe your woman was 24 and y'all had a good connection from the outside looking in. Was it true love? I doubt it because, 3 months and no matter how many times you've already been chatting, but there's 360 degrees of love. I love Curly, but I'm not going to marry him. Raymond King said, God's word says, give freely from the heart and expect nothing in return. And God shall bless you for doing so, Calvin. You have blessings coming, my brother. Thank you. And see, that's the way I operate. And, the self-help books that I read, when you help people, expect nothing in return because I'm going to tell you, it's coming anyway. It's called the law of compensation. And even if you do expect it, it's going to come anyway. Does gravity give a damn what your motive is for jumping off the damn roof? It don't matter. You might be trying to get back at somebody. You might be trying to gain somebody love. It don't matter. You jump off that damn roof. You coming down. You're not going up. It's the same thing with the other mental laws, guys. I don't care what your motive is. It's going to kick in. David Taylor says, and Joe, I just visited the Philippines. I spoke to for a few months. I won't say I had a bad time, but it was clear that she was there, what she was there for. The good news is her roommate was into me, so it all worked out. Yeah, and that's not, look, guys, remember, most of the women that we meet over here, they're doing their best, man, just to survive. and you got to respect them for that. I mean, we can't always talk about what the Filipino wants and why she's in the relationship. Why are we in the relationship? Can we have that discussion for just a minute? Oh, the true girls is here. Yeah. You know, and I like the true girls because they don't sugarcoat it either. They come right out. They're not going to play games. You know, you're not going to let them ask them, do they want a broke man or do they want a man that's got money? And see what they say. Don't be fooled. P. says the guys that go on a dating site and then meet the girls at the airport and think it's love. Come on. See, that's too much like right, Pete. If you say that, people are going to get mad at you if you keep talking like that. But they don't realize that the truth will set you free. Eventually, the relationship blossoms and you become friends first, if nothing else, you know, lovers. But is it true love? I mean, I don't know. What's your definition of love? Said, welcome to the chat, True. Yeah. I hope they had a good time at the meet and greet. Yeah, he said, and God's law also states, do not cast your pearls to swine. Don't teach, preach, or give your resources to women who send you a red flag. Yeah, don't be a fool. And like the guy said under the comments, he said, you know, since women are like that everywhere, choose wisely where you're going to spend your money. I've just chosen to spend my money over here. Robert Dame says, the following of script. Yeah, and it's an effective script. And it's one that I tell you what, it's a good one. It's a good one. Famous bomb wheel challenge said, what if the man is young? Is that still considered abnormal? Yeah, it's abnormal because you live 8,000 miles away, famous bomb wheel channel. Why in the world would you want to date a woman that lives on the other side of the planet? Does that make sense unless you're going to try to gravitate toward each other? But to have a long distance relationship and then have feelings for somebody and they live 8,000 miles away, yeah, that's abnormal. It doesn't matter how old you are. You got to close that gap. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that we do. See, these are the young guys. They're always trying to come up with some type of rationality. It's abnormal. Now, when you come over here, it's still going to be abnormal because it's all about the money for her. Now, I don't know what it is about for you, but there's a reason you're coming over here. Let's talk about that. Well, he says, Java Joe Calvin, does this discussion change? And we discuss different classes, education levels. Not really. What do you mean classes? You're rich or poor here, really. They've got a middle class, but they would be considered poor to you. Most of the women that we deal with over here, they have college education. They're more educated than us, the men who come over here. Maybe that's the advantage they have. But not really, you know. But remember, it's the distance that you have to consider the distance, Java Joe. That's what kind of makes it kind of strange. Now, unless you come over here and live, then maybe it's a different story. But there's not many classes over here. Well, it doesn't really affect the rule because they're looking at you as a foreigner, Hammer, no matter what. And they're looking at foreigners for the opportunities that they can provide. We're a means to an end. There's nice looking men over here, guys. Need I remind you that? Did I tell you to stop shooting that gun? Did I remind y'all that? And most Filipinos want Filipino men, just like most black women want black men, white women, etc., etc. So no, it doesn't affect the rule. Because when you get over here, she's not going to have a whole lot of money, man. Yusuf says, I don't want someone to meet me at the airport after a long flight. I'll be tired and stinky. I'd rather rest for a few days in a hotel first and be nice and fresh. Yeah, it's just whatever your option. I mean, your choice is. A lot of guys want the woman to take a shower with them. Well, it doesn't really. She said Gina Novo says age gap affects the rule a lot. It really doesn't. Even the young guys over here, the young foreigners over here have to pay unless they're just here on vacation. We're talking about getting in relationship. You can do anything for 2 weeks. You can be any damn baddie you want to be over here for 2 weeks. That's not what I'm talking about. You can play all the damn games. You can win in 2 weeks over here. But when you start getting into a relationship and all that, see, because let me tell you, 100% of us make promises online before we get over here, okay? Without the promises, she's not coming to the airport. She's not doing anything, okay? DJ Lloyd Buck says, you're right, Cal. 2 Corinthians 5th chapter 7th verse, the Holy Bible, NKJV. What's that NKJV? King James Version? For we walk by faith, not by sight. He said, what you planning for Christmas and New Year's? Well, one of our subscribers is going to rent a nice place. He invited the family there to stay. I'm just going to see how that works out. Now, his Filipino lipstick, I'm going to have you on the panel Tuesday. Send me an email. And I'm glad that you're doing this because I can't do it. See, you're taking advantage of the things that you can control. And I tip my hat to you on that. See, and I was telling a lot of new Filipino and Filipina vloggers, I said, you can do things that I can't do. You have an inside track. You have to use it. She said, lots of single girls in Ayala Mall, we always interview there. See, and your channel is going to grow eventually if you continue to do that and continue to bring us inside the life of Filipinos, not just sit there and ask them the general questions. Go where they live, say, hey, this is what I do on a daily basis. Let us know a little bit about the women that we're chatting with online. We just don't want to see that damn curtain that's always in the back of y'all. Raise the curtain. Let's see what's behind that damn curtain. And I guarantee you, your channel will blow up beyond control. Mark Johnson Jr. says, if we follow what you talk about, they will have a better time. Yeah, I think the truth will set you free if we're all on the same page. There's no hurt feeling. But if you come over here, man, like a lot of guys do, and they stop pretending and they start believing, this place is strong with broken hearts, man, of foreign men and women. Because a lot of us, man, we're shiesty too. We're slimy too. We'll come over for 2 weeks, man, and we'll tear some hearts up, man. And then she's left here to have to pick up the pieces. But at least she's home around family and friends and has all that support. When you come over here and get your heart stomped on, you don't have no support because you're going to hide it when you go back home. You're going to tell everybody you had a great damn time. You're going to be lying like hell. Hey, Martin Davis, thanks for that super sticker, man. I appreciate it. See, and that's all I'm trying to do is create a support group, a community, so we can talk about this stuff. Because there's nothing wrong with it, man. I mean, y'all think I'm joking, man. I got a message from a guy the other day that I respected, man. I watched his YouTube channel and come to find out his woman was playing him. I'm like, damn, you got played? You know, but it's just how it is, man. When we stop pretending and start believing. Hey, Stylish over 60. If you come over and you know that, hey, it's a game, as long as I play along with it, I'm going to have a great time. She's going to have a great time. No one's going to get hurt, basically. You're going to be fine. But if you come over here with, see, our expectations are too high, man. These women over here don't have any special powers. If they did, they wouldn't waste them on us. They use them on themselves to improve their situation, their circumstances. But we put them way, way up here. If we just bring our expectations down a little bit, man, it'd be a whole lot better. And remember, if you're going to get turned down, if you're going to have your heart broke, if you're going to spend money, let it be Beyonce. Let it be Sarah Geronimo, which is the Beyonce of the Philippines. People say, well, who's Sarah? Look her up, man. She's like the Beyonce of the Philippines. You know, she's a hell of an entertainer. Or Miss Philippines. Don't come 8,000 miles for a damn goose like some of you guys do. Yeah, like some of you guys do, man. You come over here and I'm like, man, you came all the way over here for that. Come on. And then all beauty's on the inside. Beauty's on the skin deep. Bull crap, man. You know it. You know what we want. You know what we like. That's why we over here. Don't fool yourself. Coach Darren said, hey, Dave, stop that. It says, travel for me is about the power of my American currency and seeing beautiful locations and living conditions, not expensive. The women are just a little icing on the cake. Don't put women before you. Yeah, see, that's right out of what I'm saying. We want to make the woman the cake, which the Philippines is the cake, guys. Brazil, Rio de Janeiro is the cake. Cartagena, Colombia is the cake. But we want to make the woman the cake, and that's when the problems start. Don't make her the cake. He said, the beach of life, I already know you planned your next trip to the Philippines. He told me that he had bought the return ticket before he left. Robert Dame, this is my buddy right here out in Arizona. He said, Cal is like a bridge with a low clearance warning. I'm just trying to, you know, get rid of a lot of smoke and mirrors that's going on over here. Everything we say we're not going to do, we end up doing overseas. Because wherever I go, there I am. I'm not going to change, really. Hell, I'm 59 now. What I'm going to do? I'm going to continue to do the same things. It's just that I'm a little wiser now. And it's like, I don't give a damn. I'm playing the game and I'm loving it, man. You know, who gives a damn why she's with me? As long as she's with me. That's all I'm saying. I don't know how many years I got left. But y'all guys get crazy. You get angry. Oh, it ain't with me. And, you know, my girl loves me and all that. Okay, yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. But, you know, just know that I warned you. Because far too many of us are coming over here, spending the kind of crazy money that you would spend at home. You don't have to spend but a fraction of that over here. You got to spend some money. They all want money. But we just go crazy, man. So, you know, then when I bring it up, they get mad. Wappy Tan says, it's getting crazy in the West, so some of my foreign friends settle here since it's cheaper and safer here. Yeah, exactly right. And you make a great point. Why don't we come here because it's cheaper and safer instead of coming here to get married? I come in here looking for a Cinderella. Wappy Tan. Why don't we just come here because it's cheaper and safer? That's good enough for me right there. And then by me being over here, somebody may take a fancy to me and my wrinkled nuts. You know, See, he's telling the truth, John. That's what I'm saying. Isn't that good enough? But that's not good enough for a lot of these young guys. They want to come over here and occupy the Philippines and take it over. You're not going to take over the Philippines. Filipinos run the Philippines, and they're doing a damn good job running this place the way that they want to run it. Most of us, man, we're quiet as a church mouse over here. You don't even know we're here. But these young guys, they want to come over here and conquer the place and take it over. You're not going to take nothing over here. Yeah, they all need money. Now, what do we need, Gary? Since we always want to put the Filipina on the hot seat, what do we want? What do we need? We're afraid to say it. See, so that's why I got to tip my hat to the Filipina. She's always going to have the winning hand. We come over here with a royal flush. She's got a pair of deuces with a jack high, and she beats the royal flush. How in the hell does that happen? Because we throw our hand in the minute we see her. The minute we get off the plane, we throw it in. We throw our hand in and say, you win. He said, don't come 80,000 miles for a goose. Yeah, man, you guys do it, man. I'm like, look, if I'm going to get turned down, yeah, she best, you know, if I got to walk across the room with my chin dragging the ground, it's going to be worth it. If you work from the top down, by the time you get halfway down, you've already going to met the woman that you really want anyway. But we start at the bottom. We come all the way over here for a damn two. And that's a fact. And you don't have to do that. Yeah, Darren, you're right. Yeah, have fun if women comes, then good. Yeah. Because a lot of women over here, they don't have time for our foolishness, man. They going through a whole lot anyway. A lot of you guys coming over here, man, you ain't got the best of motives anyway. Let's get honest. And they don't have time for that. You know, not only is the weather kicking their behind, the, you know, tough economic times is kicking their behind. Now you want to bring your bullshit over here. You know, he said, what kind of goose? Hey, Gary, say good evening, everybody in the chat. Yeah, that's right. See, he said, no, y'all front. That's the coat, that's the cake. Let's just be real. Absolutely. But if you've been over here long as I have, see, you'll know that if you can just calm down a little bit. Hey, Phil Lars, thanks for that super chat. He said, men went up front with her beauty and femininity. Femininity. When he's 50 plus and she's 21 to 30, she wins with what was provided for her and what she gains during the process. All this transactional, be rational. See, I couldn't have said it any better, but what happens is, Bill, our egos get in the way. Remember, I didn't just say the Philippines. I said wherever we go overseas, it's the same thing, really. I just choose to be here because, like Wapi Tan said, it's cheaper and safer over here. Wapi Tan says women here don't want Gucci and stuff. He said Filipino wives are contented with a house to live in and food every day. Since we are family oriented and we don't send Ellie to nursing homes, we take care of them. See, he's giving y'all the nitty gritty, but y'all not listening. Y'all want to argue with me. He's telling y'all what the woman wants over here, what she expects. But it don't matter, Wapi Tan. They still gonna come over here and plop down 2 and 5 and 10 million. Buying her stuff she don't want and she certainly don't need. The minute you halfway over the Pacific, she's finding the shit anyway. This is what I'm seeing, what I'm living, what I'm experiencing. I bought an engagement ring here. I hadn't even left the damn airport. She lost the damn ring. It's in 2009. I spent 23,000 pesos for a damn engagement ring, and she pawned it for 5,000. I could have kicked her ass, but you know, But hey, it's a learning process. But when I try to give my knowledge and experience to you guys, you throw it back in my face. No, you broke every rule that you saying. You damn right I did. That's why I'm sharing it with you. So you don't have to come over here and have the same stuff done to you. Buy her a ring that's not going to be so expensive. You know, it's just a symbol anyway. It says, oh, okay, this is a symbol of our friendship. Okay, here, 5,000 pesos. And then if things progress and we want to get married, then here's the real deal now. But we come over here and we plop down, man. Some of these women over here got this unbelievable jewelry, man. And I see them when I go to do a remittance for my winners on the spin wheel. I see them in there finding the stuff y'all buying over here. Robert Dane says, we come there all beat up like a boxer in the 12 round. AC King says, if you and the woman are both getting what you want from the relationship, that's good enough. No need to overthink it. See, this is the whole crux of the video, AC King. You hit it out of the park with this. It's a game. Okay, just shut the fuck up and play the damn game. We've got our expectations are too high. We're living this fantasy. We're living in this fantasy, man, thinking we're going to find Cinderella over here. Just give the girl what she wants. She give you what you want and go on about your business, man. Don't overthink it. And if love, blooms, then hell, it's like you hitting the lottery. But Gary Courtney said, retired 2019. I've been retired since 2015. I have the best job. I never can be fired. Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, Howard Prince, how's the Philippines? I love it over here because Wapi Tan said it best. I might get him to come on here and let me interview him, put him on my panel. Hey, Michael Beecher, like, put my email up there for Wapi Tan. He said because it's cheaper and safer here. We don't need all that other stuff. All that other stuff comes along. I'm going to tell you something. Since I've been with Maryland and women see how I treat Maryland, man, I got to turn down so much, you know what? I can't say it with my son here. That don't make sense. See, they don't realize I'm just a regular guy. But they look at me like I'm some kind of celebrity over here. I'm just a regular guy like everybody else. I got to pull my pants down to use the toilet just like everybody else. But because I've got a YouTube channel, they see me on here, they think it's like they're watching somebody on TV. And trust me, man, I turn down a lot. I don't have a choice. I get ambushed sometimes. I'm thinking, people want one thing and they want something else. Gary Sharp says, well, men with needs, just don't be desperate. We all come to the Philippines to escape the hamster wheel and to beat up the home in every way possible. Yes, we are. Yes, we can solve our sexual frustrations. Yeah, as long as she gives you what you want, you give her what you need. And yeah, she pawned the ring before I even left the airport, I'm sure. Because by the time I got home, she was saying, I lost the ring. You ain't lost no ring. I can see right through you. I know what you did. You pawned it. So when I came back, I got the damn thing out of the pawn for 5,000 pesos. And she lost it again. It's still lost. But I was naive, man. Gary Courtney said, Calvin, another great live. Keep them coming. This is y'all's live stream, man. I really just like to talk about things that y'all really like to talk about. This money thing, we could talk about it every single day. And no matter how many live streams you do, how many videos you do about it, people aren't listening. I'm trying to say it over and over, repetition, repetition, repetition. It's like driving a car. When you first got behind the wheel, you were lost. You didn't know what to do. Now, because you did it so many times, you can drive now damn near blindfolded, eating a bowl of syrup, shaving, brushing your teeth, combing your hair, man. It's no big deal. Your subconscious is taking over. And that's what we need to do when it comes to dating over here and stuff, man. Java Joe said, great story, Calvin. I helped the girl get a chain she had out of pawn, but a month later she had pawned it again. Yeah. And a guy, uh, Mitch, I hope he's on here today. He said something, he says he doesn't trust the judgment of somebody that's starving, because he had some transactions. And see, you got to understand what you're coming into. It doesn't make them less than, but you have to understand the situation you're coming into. And a lot of us don't, because we're watching all these sugary, boogery YouTube channels and they inflate everything and make everything seem like a dream, like a fantasy. When you get over here, people are starving, man. And you got to realize what's going on in their mind. Yeah. Don't overthink it, guys. He said rule number one. He said team safe romance for friends. Yeah, that's what I say. It'll come out. I try to give y'all everything I got. When I said your first relationship is not going to work, man, it went over everybody's head. They said, "Oh man, what do you mean, man? Because guys, the dynamics, you don't understand what's going on over here. So I'm saying don't put all your eggs in one basket. Probably not going to work out. So you come over here like the guy who's already spent 12 million, his ass is out really. He doesn't have a leg to stand on now. But he did it all in the beginning. See, if he'd have just took his time, her true motives and who she was would have been revealed. But we move so fast that we don't give it time to develop. We don't give her time to show herself, her true self. And they will. Philippines for the most part are, they're genuine. They're going to show you who they are. And they're going to show you whether or not they deserve everything you're giving them. Auntie Perk said, yes, every woman wants money. In fact, it may or may not be all she wants, and that's fine. Men want to be respected. We want to get some loving, and we want to eat and sleep in peace. Yeah. So why is it when everybody, and y'all know who y'all are, the minute that you message me, I found somebody. The reason I know is because she hasn't asked me for anything. Well, she's not going to ask you for anything. She doesn't have to ask you for anything. When you get over here, you're going to spend every damn thing you get because she doesn't have anything. If you go to the beach, you're going to have to pay for it. You go to the restaurant, you're paying for the hotel, the Airbnb, the everything. Your plane ticket over here. Ray Lewis says, I've had the love of my life. I agree with Wappy Tan. He says, what you say. He says, what you say. That doesn't mean I don't have significant relationships. One guy said, he said, what makes my delusions any better than his? And that makes a lot of sense. You're going to believe what you want to believe. I can't tell you what to believe. I'm not trying to discourage anybody. I'm just saying that for the most part, these are abnormal relationships over here for a lot of different reasons. The distance, the age gap, the monetary, and everything. They're not normal in the beginning, the middle, or the end. And as long as you realize that, it's okay. Will Sutton says, speaking of lottery, isn't that 1.5 billion lottery drawing tonight? Yeah. But see, that's what we're doing over here. We're playing the lottery. Now, how many people are going to hit that lottery? Imagine if you do that again, I'm going to take that gun from you. Imagine how many people are playing this lottery and they still haven't hit it. And then when somebody finally hits it, it's maybe one out of how many people playing that damn thing. How many tickets are banned? It's the same thing over here, guys. Our odds may be even worse. But if you don't play the lottery, then you don't have to worry about that. Hey, retired 2019, thanks for that super chat. He said, Cal just turned 60 and only deal with women on my terms. I am depressed. Thank you, brother, for that super chat. Thank you for that common sense right there. We don't have a lot of time. I'm 59. God willing, creek don't rise. I'll be 60 in May. I don't have a whole lot of time for the foolishness. Like I said before, save the romance for friends. I love the game. I'm playing it. It's a hell of a game to me. Yeah, he said, Howard Pratt said they made 1.6 billion from the suckers that actually played it. But see, it keeps us coming back because they said, because one person's going to hit it. Now, what kind of, is that rational thinking though? You wouldn't do anything else with those type of odds. But that's what they keep doing. It's the same way over here. You may see 1 out of 10,000 relationships that's good. And you say, man, that's what I want. That's what I want. And so we tried one more attempt, one more failure. But we keep on going because it's so good. Failing is so good over here. Tita Cha said, Calvin, like any place in the world, when you try to make a 20-year-old your woman or wife, you're asking for trouble. Mature Filipinos are the better way to go if you're over 40. And it just depends on who you are. Okay, like when I came here, this is based on my experience and what I actually lived. I was 45 when I first came over here. Okay, my first serious relationship, she was 25. And man, we really got along well. Now, if I would have had I had a 41-year-old before I met her, but she was just, she already knew she was married, first of all. So I would have had to do the annulment and all of that. The older Filipinos get over here, it's a hard life over here. It puts them through a whole lot by the time they're 40 years old. You're really rolling the dice then. It just depends on how old you are. Yeah, if I'm 70, I may want somebody 40 or something like that. Just so it won't look so abnormal, so ridiculous when we go out. I don't want some beautiful young woman pushing me in the wheelchair. I mean, what's that all about anyway? If you can't do anything anyway, I mean, if all you're going to need a woman for is your companion, then what difference does it make how old she is? But if you're still, able to put your 2 cents in, if you know what I mean, then why not have a young one? But if all she's going to do is cook, clean, and change your damn diapers and give you a damn bath, she could be 72. Robert Dame said, don't come over looking for a crusty crab. She may work there. Doesn't mean she wants one. What I've understood is this. The women who are working, I've never met a woman over here that wasn't working. The women who are working, they're going to appreciate you. Okay? Because they're on their feet all day. They're earning the low wage. So when you come here and you kind of rescue her for that and give her a break from that, she's going to appreciate it. But if a woman It's not working. All she's doing is sitting around all day on the internet, whatever it is they do, watching teleseries. She's not going to really appreciate it. She's going to take it all for granted, man. Hey, Lee Robinson, thanks for that super chat. He says, I'm planning to enjoy my Christmas in Makati because I'm 58 years old who found real love with 50-year-old, who found real love with a 50-year-old fiance. Thank you for your wisdom. Hey, congratulations, man. And I hope everything works out for you, and it probably will, believe it or not. You know, just keep your expectations reasonable. We want to think that they have some type of special powers, which they really don't. MF Doom, that's a super villain, says if you're too old to hit it, then what's the point? Yeah, see, that's what I mean. What age? The age doesn't matter then. But just like John was 59 and his wife was 21, he could still hit it. I'm 59. You know, I can still hit it. So, you know, even though Merlin's 40, that's young, man, to me. I'm almost 20 years older than her. He said, bro, there's no real love for nothing over 50, sadly. Yeah, and this is the same way with over here when you're online. He said you pay to daydream when you play the lotteries, and you pay to daydream when you play online. Because that's all you're really doing. Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying when I said, hey, if I'm going to get played, it's going to be what I really want. Okay, and then who gives a damn? You know, I've been getting played ever since I come over here, but boy, has it been good. What's that song about Bill Withers? Uh, Use me up or whatever it is, you know, because I'm using you to do the things you do, you know, talk about. Go back and listen to that song, guys. That's our theme song now. You know, if that's what you're doing, you're using me, then use me up because it's so good. I really like the way you use me. And that's a true story for what I'm saying. Hey, Dan Jones, what's going on? He said, what's up, Cal? Glad to be watching from Bali. Wow. How was Bali? TJ went. Booker T said, John Gomez, the total pot is 3.2 billion, but yeah, after taxes, you probably get around that much. And see, that's what everybody plays the lottery for, for that few days they get the dream and everything. Same way when you go online, you know, you see them beautiful women and you clicking through the profiles and you get the dream. So you pay the $30 every month or whatever it is, and you know, hope that hope you're the one who hits the lottery when you come over there. But most people get their enjoyment just out of playing the game. They can dream, and see, that's what I'm trying to tell you on this last video. Some people get a joy out of gambling. They know they're not going to win, but just going there and just with the opportunity to win. They just think this might be my lucky day. That's what drives them to the casino. That's what drives them to the grocery store to buy the lottery. That's what drives us to the Philippines. We might win. And there's nothing wrong with that, man. They get everything. They get their kick just out of playing the game. It's like when I was getting high. If I could have just took a pill, you know, when they first start cooking up cocaine, right? It was just fun, just buying the powder, buying the El Producto, uh, the baking soda, and all that, cooking it up, shaking it, putting the cold water in there. It became, you know, we wanted to do that. If they could have just, you know, when they started with the rocks, man, it took a whole lot of the fun out of it. Now you just take the rock and smoke it. And that's how it is over here. Oh, here's Mitch. He said moments with Mitch. What's up, Mitch? Yeah, Java Joe. Bill Withers saying, keep on using me till you use me up. And that's what I'm saying, guys, on that. Come on over here. You quit complaining and just play the damn game, man. So good, man. The game is over here. But we want more out of it than what you can get out of it. You can't squeeze what I say blood out of a turnip, man. Lower your expectations a little bit on what's going to happen over here. I'm like 50 Cent. He said, just pick out your favorite car and ride off into the sunset in it. That's why I say when you come over here, the connector said there's nothing wrong with two people in the world who goes through ups and downs. Yeah, you're right. Okay, the sex free girls in the city, y'all let that get through. I don't block them though. Okay. It's all about the ritual. Yeah, see? That's what I'm saying, Jacob Tanje. It's true. And so no matter what I say, people are gonna like going online because it's a ritual. They like going through all of that stuff. Just picking the girl out, hitting the like and notification and sending the message. She getting it back, and they at work all day, wondering how many notifications I got, checking the phone on their break or any chance they get. See, people like that. Nothing I'm gonna say is gonna stop that. It's more fun than just actually coming over here meeting a girl, believe it or not. Y'all don't believe it. Crosschild said, hey, when it comes to cows' advice, you have to eat the meat and spit out the bones. He said, I don't agree with everything Cal talks about, but I'm thankful for a lot of his advice in his videos. Well, see, my videos aren't for you to disagree or agree. They're just my experiences, guys. I mean, how many times I got to say it? That's all it is. I mean, you can't argue with somebody's perspective, opinion, or whatever it is. That's all. I'm just, when you come over here, you're going to see something totally different, but you'll never be able to say, oh, he was lying. Neil Olson said it's a matter of fair exchange. They want financial support, and we want a pretty young thing for companionship. In the U.S., there is no fair exchange. Yeah, I'll say I don't agree with the fair exchange. You're getting a fair exchange over here, though, because we're giving a whole lot more than what they are, believe it or not. But I'm looking at it from my point of view. Now, Filipina's looking at, or a woman's looking at it from her point of view. She said, no, I'm giving you me. I'm giving you everything. And I can say, well, I'm giving you me. But then that they want more than me. That's why I say it's not a fair exchange. If you're giving you, then let me give just me. No, but we got to give us and something else. The visa, the new life, the lifetime opportunity that comes along with marrying us, a better life, money. We can't just come to the table with us. Hey, Phil Lars, thanks for the super chat. He says, I'm okay with paying, but it's all going to be relative. By the time they get tired of me, I've already been tired of them for 2 weeks. The dopamine rush is unreal when meeting multiple beauties. Well, it is. And see, it's funny that you bring up dopamine because, when we talk about them counseling Kanye, and I mean, Ye is his name, I'm sorry, and Kyrie Irving, going to counseling, they're saying, hey, let's push back, but they control everything that we love to do. So there's no pushing back. We're not going to stop watching. Give a damn what they do to Kyrie Irving. Well, stop watching the NFL, no matter how bad they treated Kaepernick. They control the dopamine in our head. So they don't give a damn. They're going to do whatever they want to do. But yeah, you're right. You know, the dopamine is powerful, man. But there's other ways you can get it. But the ritual, guys, is what gets a lot of us. That's why we love the online. That's why we love playing the lottery. That's why we love, you know, cooking up the damn dope in the El Producto. Wait, let me see. And I don't mind playing either. Hey, Jimmy Stewart, it's a Calvin. Good to hear from you. But this is what we do. We overvalue it when all it takes, Jacob Chanja, is a fraction of what we're used to paying. Wapi Tan said it. He said it's cheap and safe over here. But we're not listening. He said, AC King said, you may not hit the lotto jackpot, but if you play, you could hit for 50,000, 100,000. Same with the women. Go for the 10. You may not get her, but you may get a 7 or 8 with effort. Well, that's what I'm saying when you work from the top down. If my chin is going to drag the ground all the way back to my seat from getting turned down by a woman, then why not it be Beyonce or Sarah Geronimo or Miss Philippines? You know, but we'll let a damn frog ruin our day over here. I've learned that I'm not going to do that. Randolph Welch said, it's the rich, wrinkly-ass men who spoiled those young Filipino women in the first place. No, it wasn't, guys. Remember, we've been over here for a long, long time. The United States been here since 1899 at least. Them servicemen, they bear a lot of responsibility for this. You know, but the economics does too. It's no different over here than it is anywhere else. If I were in their shoes, I'd probably be playing the same games they play. I'd be probably looking for the same thing they're looking for. But remember, not every Filipino is online. Not every Filipino wants to date a foreigner and looking for a foreigner to come in on a white horse and sweep them away and all that. A small percentage of them are, but not many. A hybrid 711 says I'm 6 minutes behind. But if we just take the onus off the Filipino and put it on ourselves for a minute, it kind of levels the playing field. We always talking about, yeah, they want money, they all want money. But what do you want? See, they in their minds, they say that you want sex, and that's all you want is a good time, a pass. And since they'll say this, they'll say, I don't want to be just a pastime, because they think that's all we're going to do. That's why they latch on to you. They want to make sure they're more than that. See, so for 2 weeks, you can get away with anything over here for 2 weeks. But in the long run, man, you got to shit or get off the pot. And a lot of times it's playing the game. They're going to pretend to love you. Okay. All you have to do is pretend to believe them. But don't start believing it. Callie T, thanks for that super chat. He said, thanks for referring us to Michael Onstad. I'm working with him on health insurance. Yeah, Mike's a good guy. I applied, man, and I'm going to apply again. But every time I apply, they say that something's wrong with my application. I'm missing something. And it's so frustrating, man, because when you do it online, it's not like I'm sitting there with them. See, I'm an insurance agent myself. I don't like to do that kind of stuff online. I like to do it because they're saying, oh, you missed this one. Then they'll send. I mean, they did this 3 or 4 times. It's discouraging. So whenever I'm up there and I'm able to sit down with Mike and do it right there where he's there and fill it out, I'll do it. I just keep what I got right now. But yeah, he's a great guy. He's helped a lot of people. Now, I haven't really talked to anybody that's had to file a claim. See, that's a whole different subject right there. That would be nice to know. Hey, if somebody had to use their insurance that they've gotten through him. That's what helps us, guys. Your experiences like that, not the fact that, oh, I bought insurance from such and such. Well, let us know if you've had to file a claim and how they helped you. That's what's going to give you confidence in purchasing a policy. Because what difference does it make? These insurance companies, they're not stupid, guys. Before all this .com and all this, and they're still some of the most richest corporations on the planet. They know what they're doing. Hey, thanks, Martin Davis, for that super sticker. Yeah, they know what they're doing. I just want to hear some good results. Are you hungry yet? Are you ready to eat breakfast yet?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. We'll go for a little bit longer than, yeah, because Gabe, hey, thanks, man. You said you're good and I, yeah, I appreciate it. I'm not perfect, man. And I'm not going to be able to help everybody over here, and I can't solve all the problems, but I can build bridge. I can help people. That's what I try to do with my spin wheel. I don't intentionally go out and help anybody anymore. I'm not a charity or anything like that. The spin wheel is never wrong. Trust me. Merlin did the spin wheel the other day because I'm not there. And guess what? St. Carlos City's having a fiesta, right? What's the odds that all three winners were from St. Carlos City? That's the universe. Because that's a big, big deal, this fiesta. November the 5th, the big concert, everything. And they need that money, man, for that. Jim Withers said, Bill Withers is not my uncle, but I do love his music. Yeah, I love that philosophy. If this is what she calls using me, then use me up because it's so good, guys. And this is what I'm trying to get to you on this video. Quit expecting so much. You know, there's no superpowers going on over here. You got a lot of nice, beautiful young women inside and out. But there's no super women over here. R68 DBR said Sunshine Shoulders just had breakfast in Cebu. Now time for a tune-up. Yeah, see, you're gonna make people mad at you over here. He said, VB Focus said, thanks, Cal, for the advice. I'm canceling my Christian Filipino membership now. No, because you're gonna start fiending for that ritual. You want that ritual, man. You like them bells and you like checking your profile and seeing who viewed my profile today and all that, man. You're gonna detox, man. You're gonna go into detox, man. Don't do that. Yeah, Filipino lipstick says Filipino single girl interviews is what we do. Thanks. Yeah, and see, that's your niche. And as long as you have that niche and you refine it, you're gonna be good. Yeah, Poppy Chan says, yeah, better than spending your money on OnlyFans. Yeah, because this is the reason why I put the Philippines above Rio. I've been to Rio before. You talking about beautiful women, man. They're off the chart. But guess what? It's more fantasy there. Here, it's more reality. You actually have a shot at the women that you meet. What time is it? Yeah, we've got about 10 more minutes, guys, because Gabe is here. You want to look in the camera and say what's up?
What's up?
They can't see you.
Hello.
Say what's up. Now say hello in Visayas.
Kamusta?
Say it in Tagalog. Same.
Yes.
Kumusta. Yeah. We're gonna go get something to eat and then
Dr. Candy 52 because I want to get up to like 10,000 subscribers.
Yeah, well, you got to put out some. You got to put out some content. They're not just going to. And even if you get 10,000 subscribers without content, it's not going to do you any good. YouTube rewards you not on not on subscribers, but on views. So you got to put content out there. Okay, Mr. Lawrence 7777 says it's always better to meet a woman in person anyway. Well, eventually you're going to have to meet the woman anyway. I get it with the online dating. It breaks the ice for a lot of us. And then you're coming so far away, but it can also get you in trouble because you end up meeting the wrong girl. I was telling a guy, he was so excited. He said, hey, I met this 43-year-old woman. I'm like, dude, you're gonna kick yourself when you get over here. And you come to meet that woman, you come over here, you see what's waiting over here, you're gonna kick yourself. So he said he let her down easy. Hey, Baloo John said, what's up, Sunshine Shoulders? Thanks, man. But yeah, guys, I'm about to get over here because Gabe, I'm about to take him to get something to eat. I wasn't sure how this Wi-Fi was going to work anyway, but it's a lot better than the Wi-Fi I had at that fancy place I was at. This is 1/3 the price, by the way. It's called Two Seasons if you're ever in Zamboanga, and it's on Veterans, I guess they call this road.
Veteran Street, I guess.
The Veterans Road is right next to the Tupperware building, right up the street from Budget Wise in Tumaga. It's only 999 pesos for the deluxe room. You got hot and cold water, air conditioned, cable. I mean, Two Seasons, it's a 2-star, but hell, I'm simple. I can do that in the Philippines. Roger Blue says, new mail order bride system, Cal. You place your order and hope you get what you pay for. No, he said this is a new mail order. But I think that's what it is, to be honest with you. They've just redefined it and technology's taken over because there's some guys right now who are married and they're still married and they met their woman out of a damn newspaper. One guy said he was at work and somebody had the newspaper and gave it to him. And he looked through the newspaper. I know it sounds impersonal. It sounds crazy, but it's the world we live in. They voluntarily put themselves in these websites and stuff like that. We're not doing anything wrong. We didn't make the rules. Hey, Sammy. Okay, he's talking about financial stuff. Sammy Chavez, he's got a channel. I think Phil Lars, thanks for the super chat. He said, get Gabe an extra plate of pancakes. Yeah, we'll go. He said, he looks like a growing young man. Congrats on your bonding with your son. I'm happy to be here, man. This is one of the times I wish I could split myself in two. And this is why I share a lot of my boots on the ground experience, man, so guys don't make the same mistakes I made, man. Having, more than one baby mama, man, it really hurts the kids, man, because they need me. I can't be two places at one time. But every woman that you deal with, you always say, this is the one, this is going to last. This is what I've been looking for. That's why I tell you guys, it's really not. But you think it is. And for 1 or 2 years, maybe I was married to my wife for 8.5 years, man. You think it's going to be it until it's not it. But my son needs me, man. He's a 10-year-old. He knows the damn German national anthem, man. Because he got too much time on his hands. He don't get to go anywhere. He feels like a prisoner in there. And his 2 dogs that drowned, one of them was locked in the cage and the other one was chained up. If you don't have enough room to have a dog, don't have a dog. And if you have them, let them run free, guys. I remember here's what my mother told us. And this is just what she said. We used to always have dogs, and we never chained them up. She said that black people who descendants of slaves, we ain't got no business chaining nothing up. And that's the way I look at it. Happy is a dog that I bought. I picked it out for Gabe during the pandemic. It broke my heart that she died in the damn cage, locked in a cage. When I was there, that's what we should go back and forth over. I said, you don't put dogs in a cage. And I'd be damned if she didn't drown in the damn cage, locked in the cage. And Rayco, her son, he died. He's chained up. That's cruel, man. He can't speak Chavacano. He says it's too difficult. Hey, Killer Stiller. But thank y'all so much for your super chats, your super stickers, your thumbs up, all your support, man. And don't get it twisted, guys. I'm sharing my experience with you, my boots on the ground experience, what I'm living, seeing, and experiencing. I just call it the nitty gritty. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Don't take it personal. Like he said, eat the meat and spit out the bones. You don't have to agree with everything I say. You don't have to do everything the way I did it. But I'm telling you, some of my experience over here can help you, man, if you listen. They all want money. And as long as you get that in your mind and you're okay with it, set a budget. Say, I'm not going over this. I'm not going to send over this. You're going to be fine because, look, the guy said a fair exchange is not a fair exchange, but it's a fair exchange than what you're getting in your own country. It's not a fair exchange because all she's bringing is herself. A fair exchange would be all you would have to do is bring yourself. But that's not the case. You got to bring yourself and everything else. So it's not a fair exchange. So thank y'all for stopping by, man. Stay safe, man. Stay COVID free. I'll see y'all next time. Go and check out that video. Shut the fuck up and play the game. You've already been played anyway. But it's, you know, if you're going to use me, if this is what they call using me, then use me up over here because it's so good. Take care, everybody.